Good evening, and welcome to beautiful Orvis Auditorium here on the University of Hawaii at Manoa campus for another SCEP Live Online concert. My name is Tim Slaughter, your host for the evening. SCEP Live Online is a production of University of Hawaii Presents, based at the University of Hawaii at Mānoa Outreach College. I'd like to take a moment and thank our partners and sponsors, the University of Hawaii at Mānoa Music Department, the East-West Center Arts Program, the Hawaii State Foundation on Culture and the Arts, the National Endowment for the Arts, the University of Hawaii, Kaunoa Senior Services, Friends of Mānoa Library, and especially you, our audiences. Well, I'm happy to say joining me this evening for this wonderful performance is my co-host, Dean Taba. Dean is a highly regarded studio and freelance musician and has played with who's who of artists from around the world. And personally, he is a fabulous person to work with. So thank you for joining us, Dean, and take it away.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Tim. Always a pleasure to be here, and especially tonight, I get to enjoy a performance of this wonderful group, the Honolulu Jazz Quartet. They're celebrating their 20th anniversary, and besides doing live performances, they're going to be releasing an album coming out, and I believe the title of the album will be Straight Ahead. Is that right, John? John confirmed it. And John Kolivas is the leader of the group, but it's a very collaborative and collective ensemble, as you'll hear tonight, because they do wonderful things. They all contributed their compositions to the album, and I'm sure they'll be playing a lot of that tonight. Rather than read off a bio for each of these musicians, because I'm sure a lot of you know them and a little bit about their history, and you can also find their bios online. I thought it'd be fun. I'm going to play a game with you, and I'm going to. There are no prizes. You don't have to write in, although you can. I'm just going to give you the answer after a little while. But we were hanging out backstage, and I asked the guys a few questions. And one topic that came up was binge watching shows this last year and a half. So I'm going to tell you 4 shows that the band members have been binge watching. And then after I talk a little bit about them, I'll give you the answers. So one of them watched a show called Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha, which is a K-drama. One of them binge watched Star Wars, all the Star Wars movies. Another band member watched a show called Supernatural, and one of the band members watched the TV show Blue Bloods, which is in, how many seasons are there? Oh, don't say it, because then you'll find out who. Sorry. Okay, so after I tell you a little bit about these musicians, I'll give you the answer to that. So see if you can figure that out. I can tell you this about these 4 musicians and very good friends of mine. There are no 4 people more beloved here in Hawaii as people and as musicians. They are incredible human beings. Everybody loves working with these 4, and they're at the top of everybody's list when they need someone to play that instrument. They're just wonderful to work with. They're wonderful to hang out with, and they're all very accomplished on their instruments and in any style of music. So don't be surprised if you see different kinds of bands. You might see a Hawaiian band with these musicians, or R&B band, or marching band, or an orchestra, or maybe a band out of church. And you'll see these musicians. They're just that wonderful and that amazing. I'll tell you a little bit I'll give you a little bit of personal information that just I know of these guys personally. I think is kind of fun. My old friend Noel Okimoto is playing drums tonight, and he grew up here in Hawaii. And I know an interesting fact about Noel is he started playing drums because his father was a professional drummer, and he told Noel, "Don't ever touch my drums." And when his dad was at work, naturally Noel would sneak in and practice playing the drums, And that's how he started his career. I think he did his first gig, he was maybe 10 or 11 years old. And he totally surprised his dad that he knows how to play the drums because he was told not to, but he did. And I love that story. My friend Dan Del Negro on the piano is originally from Chicago, but was living in LA around in the 90s. And he came to Hawaii in 1999 with the touring company of Miss Saigon. He was playing Miss Saigon in LA. They invited him to come to Hawaii and do the show for 2 months. And the rest is history. We didn't let Dan go back to LA, and he's joined our community of musicians. And he's really, everyone considers him to be just a local fixture in the best possible way. On saxophone tonight, you'll hear him playing the tenor sax, the alto sax, and the soprano sax. But I know for a fact Timmy Tsukiyama is also equally proficient on the bari sax and the flute and the clarinet. He's a phenomenal musician. Like all these guys, he can do it all. But he did let me in on something, and that is that he's selling his flute. So if anyone wants to buy a cheap flute, no, it's not a cheap flute, it's a good flute, hit Timmy up. Maybe he can talk him into it. Personally, I think he should not sell it. I think he should keep playing his flute because he's a wonderful flautist. And the leader of the band tonight is Mr. John Kolivas. John grew up here in Hawaii, and one of the interesting facts I think about John is one of his first gigs right out of high school was to be the musical director of the Beamer Brothers show in Waikiki. And that's a big responsibility for anybody, but let alone a young musician just out of high school. And John took that from that point and just ran with it. And he's a tremendous leader, tremendous musician, and a wonderful guy. And I know you're going to enjoy the concert. And before I sit down, I want to reiterate this fact that this group is led by John. It was founded by John. And it's quite remarkable that they would be in existence for 20 years. And actually, Timmy, Dan, and John were all original members. Noel joined the band recently, but I'm sure he's played with the band prior over the last 20 years. I think more than a few times. So they're really so comfortable with each other, and that is a testament to John's leadership and managerial skills. I think that's a quality that he has that is quite remarkable. Okay, so I'm going to give you the answers before I sit down and enjoy this concert. Okay, Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha, that was Noel. He got really into K-dramas. Dan watched all of the Star Wars movies, at least once. I'm going to bet that he watched a couple of them a few times. Supernatural was a show enjoyed by Tim Tsukiyama, because he likes spooky, freaky things. And John Kolivas enjoyed Tom Selleck's Blue Bloods. So anyway, without further ado, here is the Honolulu Jazz Quartet.
That was, of course, a great tune called Scarborough Fair. And yeah, we had a lot of fun with that tune. And we're going to continue on with a tune by Mr. Tim Tsukiyama called Right Back with the Snack. Oh, yeah. It has to do with Yogi Bear, as I recall. Is that right? All right. Count it off, Timmy.
man. Take it to the East Coast one time.
All right, we're going to continue with the tune written by Dan Del Negro. It's a little hip hop thing called Boppin' in Baltimore.
Oh, yeah. A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good fun tune there, Dan. All right, we're going to continue with, of course, the great George Gershwin and Ira. They wrote such great songs. So we decided to put together a few of their tunes, and we call this the Gershwin Medley. But I want to just mention that, when I was a kid, I remember hearing that clarinet part that just slides all the way up. Da, 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 da. And I thought, well, we could make Tim take out his clarinet, but why not have Noel play it on the drums? Use your imagination, but he's actually playing it. And this is the Gershwin Medley. Oh, that was good fun. All right, we're going to continue on with a tune. Well, I wrote this thinking about my kids. You know, they kind of grew up with the group. Actually, we've been together 20 years now. But as all parents say, they grew up too fast, and that's the name of this tune. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, man. Thank you. All right, moving right along, we're going to do a little reggae. Reggae with Mr. Dandel Negro, who plays with all of those groups, too. And he wrote a tune called West Side Brah. Go for it, man. Keep this bass on. Yeah, Dan. Thanks for that crazy stuff you do. All right, we're going to continue on with another beautiful arrangement by, this is by Noel Okimoto, And it's a famous tune by Jimmy Webb called Wichita Linemen. right. Are we having fun yet? Great arrangement there, Noel. And this is our last tune we're going to do, and it's actually, this is the title track of our new CD called Straight Ahead. And this is composed by Noel Okimoto. And, it's a great tune in itself. You're going to hear it. But it also shows that we got to move ahead out of this crazy stuff we've been dealing with for over a year and a half. We just keep moving forward, just go straight ahead, and that's what we're going to try to do. Right, Noel? Yep. All right.
Hey, let's give this guys a big round of virtual applause out there for everybody. I can hear it all the way here in Orvis Auditorium. A big hand to the Honolulu Jazz Quartet, Dan Del Negro, Tim Tsukiyama, Noel Okimoto, and John Kolivas. Thank you, gentlemen. It's absolutely fabulous. I want to thank our audiences out there. I know I'm going to miss some places, but we've got people viewing in from Nepal, Indonesia, Japan, the Philippines, the West Coast, the East Coast, and I'm sure everywhere in between, as well as here at home in Hawaii. So thank you very much, guys. Maybe you can tell us what's kept you going all this time during these months of not being able to play together. What it is about jazz that's kept you what was it, straight ahead, right?
Go ahead, Noel.
Okay. Well, I'm the new guy, so I had a lot of music to learn, so I had to do that. But it's a joy playing with these guys, and like Dean mentioned earlier, the collaboration is what makes it really special. So we actually, early in the pandemic, there was an app called, what was it called?
Acapella?
Acapella. And it's where you could actually like record your part, videotape your part, and then send it to the next person and do all this layering. So we did a couple of things on that. And after the novelty wore off, it got, we decided we needed to play together. So we're always encouraging each other to write new music, and John especially encourages us to do arranging as well. Take existing tunes and pop tunes, and so that was kind of a challenge, and I think we all embraced it. So I think it's just communicating, staying in touch, and then whenever you get a chance, really like to thank the university for giving us a chance to play. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, it's fabulous having you guys. Thank you. Anybody else want to share what's kept them moving forward here?
Yeah, another gig I do is I play at Jazz Vespers once a week at St. Peter's Episcopal Church downtown, and that gig went totally virtual, so we would use the a cappella app like Noel mentioned for one of our tunes, and then each of the members of another four-piece band would send in a solo music video. So after a while I took the opportunity to try to write a song every week.
Oh, fabulous.
That was pretty wild.
John, do you want to say a little bit more about the upcoming album that's coming out soon, right?
Yeah, it's an interesting thing because we really weren't, since the pandemic hit, we weren't playing hardly at all, except practicing at home. And so we decided, hey, why don't we do a recording session? And so we were able to HPR, the Atherton. We did a recording there with Jason Taglianetti, who was a wonderful guy who recorded us. And so we actually did 1 day of rehearsals, and then we recorded the entire album in 1 day, 14 tunes.
I think Tim told me before we came on he was threatening to leave the band if we ever did that to him again or something like that.
Yeah, he was chasing me around, man. He prayed a lot.
Yeah, we're pretty fried by the time we got done with that.
Yeah, I bet. I can imagine. I did want to make a note that one of the audience members did indicate that they'll never be able to fly United again without hearing your version as opposed to the canned version that they give us on the plane. Nice. So thank you again for that.
That's kind of maybe we can get
any other last words you want to, any of you?
Timmy,
Tim,
you want to say something,
I didn't give you a chance to tell us what's keeping you going here.
Microphone. Use the microphone.
I think just
If you can use the mic, I think we can hear you out there in virtual land.
Well, the other guys made all the great points that keep you together. But jazz itself is a calling, and it just that in itself, keeps you wanting to play, because I guess you gotta, it's just. So not everybody hears it or plays it, but it's just one of those things that you were called to do. You just got to keep doing it.
That's fabulous.
One form or another, you just got to just got to do it.
All right, thank you. And you're welcome to make one last pitch for selling your flute, was it? Is this on Craigslist, or you write straight to Tim Tsukiyama?
It's a very good flute. That's all I'm saying.
Regardless of what Dean said at the beginning.
Yeah, and
All right.
can I just say something?
Oh,
Thank
sure.
you so much, Tim Slaughter, for having us here.
Oh, you're welcome.
We're really grateful for that. And,
We've been having a fabulous time doing these concerts since, October of 2020. I think we started here in Orvis Auditorium, and we hope to continue. We actually are having some exciting news. We hope to have actual in-person audience in November 26th. Keep an eye out for that.
Nice.
Sort of a slightly smaller than a full house, I'm sure, but we do hope to be back in person, and hopefully maybe we can get you guys back on the stage again
that
later.
would be great. Yeah.
All
that'd be
right.
nice.
I want to take one more moment to thank our sponsors once again, our partners. Our partners are the East-West Center Arts Program and the University of Mānoa Music Department. Also, I want to thank our other sponsors, the Friends of Mānoa Library, the Hawaii State Foundation on Culture and the Arts, the National Endowment for the Arts, Kainoa Senior Services, the University of Hawaii, and my co-producers in this, Eric Chang, the coordinator for the arts program at the East-West Center, and Jonathan Korth, professor here at the university's music department. I want to thank this fabulous crew that makes this happen for you. M. Richard, Anandev Banerjee, Vince Liam, and Janine Oshiro, and my co-host sitting out there watching tonight, having his own personal concert, Dean Taba. And I think I hear an encore in the making.
Sure.
All right, sounds good. So give another virtual round of applause for the Honolulu Jazz Quartet.
Thank you very much. And we just want to say, Dean Taba, thank you for your wonderful introduction. And Dean is, full disclosure, he's co-producing our album, so you know it's going to turn out good. So appreciate that, Dean. We're going to continue. Our last tune is a tune by Noel Okimoto, and it's called 9.5. Well, it's a blues 9.5. Most people know that a blues is 12 bars. And this is 9.5. I don't know what happened. But you might be able to tell as we play this.
Thank you.